nobody's with us, so.
Oh. It's the easiest bit, and we've not had problems this bad before, Jen.
Oh, it's one person's come back. 2 people's back. Oh,
Yay!
Sarah, Nancy, thank you for staying. So we've lost you all.
Gosh. Oh.
Honestly, absolute nightmare. My phone decided to do all, we had to swap phones, and then it's decided to do all sorts of crazy shenanigans.
There's been an update on the Android phones that we've got, and I noticed it the other day. That's all right. Yeah, the Android update, it gives you like this little half screen within a screen, and then doesn't allow you to get rid of it, and it's really bonkers.
It wasn't even one of the screens we were on. So it was really confusing. Anyway, you're back. Thank you for waiting and coming back.
Oh, Nancy, thanks.
What's that?
She says it takes more than wonky tech stuff to get rid of me.
Oh, good. We're so glad, because we've always got wonky tech stuff every week.
Wow. I think, a couple of times we've got it right.
I think we keep saying one day we'll get it all sorted.
Yeah, maybe one day
Thanks for coming back, Maria and Emma.
In the 22nd century, we'll get it right.
Oh dear, 75-inch TV. Wow, you don't want us that big.
Oh, hi.
What happened?
I thought, because I said I was going to have a glass of gin.
Yeah.
I actually thought in my head that I'd got a glass of gin, but my elbow just hit that. Thankfully,
it's just a bottle of water.
It's just a bottle of water. I was moving this screen so that you could see.
I think we needed gin after that.
I think I need to just neck a whole bottle. In fact, the new gin that I've got from the Craft Gin Club.
Craft Gin Club?
The Craft Gin Club. # Craft Gin Club.
That's right.
It's a really pretty bottle.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on the table over there. But it's got this ombre effect going on.
Oh,
can you see it?
River.
Yeah.
Is it the river what? Test.
The river test.
Test. I can't see the last hat.
It's test water from the rivers.
Yeah, it does look very pretty, actually. It does indeed.
Oh, Alison's cup of tea. Alison's
Hi,
had
Alison.
technology that she's had to get used to today.
Yeah. I have bought a new webcam for. Yeah, screenshot that.
We look beautiful. Let me see. Oh, I missed it.
So I bought...
Oh, look, that was the last screenshot I took. So the last screenshot I took on my on my laptop was of the Crow on JM. And when
you
they
were teasing me.
when she'd received a lot of information in her ear, and actually the caption, it says, "Efforts that my naughty babbles know who you are, you last." It's like, I'm screenshotting that.
Yeah. Oh, so that was what I was saying.
Yeah.
I wondered what that was.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
The efforts of my naughty babble dabble.
You know who you are,
You know
ladies.
who you are. Yeah.
Makeup still looks great. Thanks, Emma. Thanks. Oh, gosh.
Yes,
right.
so whoever that was, I think it was Jane, and I think somebody else texted in as well.
I did text in.
Did you? Because they must have had a few, because my producer, so when I'm demonstrating on Jewelry Maker, I've got an earpiece in which I can hear the producers and the directors sort of feeding information, like which cameras come in, and and they're all talking, they feed information to us about what's coming up next. And so if we get texts in, they're filtering them first. Obviously we get texts we can't read out now and again, and in my ear
I tried to send them.
They were like, "Jem, what's this about you speaking whale? Why is everybody texting in about you speaking whale?" I was like, and then they were trying to get me to do it. I was like, "No, it's not happening."
I told them to ask you about your eye cream because you looked fabulous.
Then I had later on. So now, Jen, we've got texts in about something about your eyes and hemorrhoids. So I was like, that's definitely not getting mentioned. Yeah, so it was fun. It was fun. But it's always nice getting texts in, even if they're silly ones like that, because it brings the atmosphere up even in the gallery, you know, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's just us, isn't it? Yeah. So thank you for texting in, and yes, we did have a giggle. Even if we can't say them, we still very often know what you've said, so it's good fun.
There we go. I need to come down on us a little bit because I've now chopped our heads off. To see.
Do without having a forehead.
I can just see a lot of chinek.
Chinek.
I can see a lot of chinek going on.
I've got much more chinek than I think, so when I turn to the side,
yours is better than mine. Look at mine.
Screenshots you sent, I was like, oh wow, thanks for that, Sue.
Mine becomes a chinest.
It's getting better. I think when I put on weight, like when I go over my normal, it always goes here.
There we go, look.
It's definitely better than I was.
See, up and down, that's what we want. Hi. Hi. Oh.
Anyway, what a fab night we had on Friday. Didn't we?
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
We had a great time Friday. You guys
I'll leave them alone now.
Thank you very much for that fun on Friday night. We had such a good time.
Oh my gosh, I had bellyache from laughing so much.
And me, I was completely buzzing.
Yeah.
When I left here.
Sue, come from too many blokes.
Oh. See, this is why you need somebody vetting what you say.
Oh wow. Gabrielle, it's Monday, for goodness sakes. Wow.
Katie, it's not yet to what?
Oh, we've I'm coming down.
Yeah.
Have you tried the technique? Can't wait to see what you've done with your projects. Have you tried the technique, Katie? Oh, okay.
Yeah, can't wait to see what you do, Katie.
Oh, Emma sent a direct message to us with the TV picture of us both.
Oh, cute.
I'm not so sure that it might be.
You're so famous. Depends where you freeze it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, could you freeze it on?
You thought I was having a whale of a time. Well, I was having a whale of a time.
The Chinek.
The Chinek thing.
Yeah. Hey, Dragon.
Hey, Dragon.
Dragon, so you saw that I had my curry.
Yes, I smelt that she had her curry. In fact, we've got patchouli burning.
Yes. So, yeah.
Big love to you, Dragon. Lots of hugs.
Yeah. Nice.
Hi, Alison.
You're back. Sorry, Alison. Hi, Dragon, says Emma.
Yeah, I'm sorry we lost you all. So if you've just found us again, I'm sorry we lost you all. We thought we could adjust the camera, so we swapped phones because my camera doesn't do the adjusty thing, and Sue's, we couldn't turn it off. And then when we swapped mine, I've had an update, and so the screen was stuck in Anyway.
Happy birthday for Daddy Dragon.
Oh,
thanks. It's a heavenly birthday.
Yes.
So it's nice. It's not nice, but it's nice. Let's leave that there, shall we?
Yeah. Daddy B will be having a good time anyway.
He'll be laughing away. Oh dear. So.
Hope they got internet up there.
Oh,
well, maybe not, because maybe we don't want him to see us dabbling.
I don't think they need internet.
No, just like hardwired.
Oh, they've got super advanced stuff that's beyond what our brains are capable of. You've got to stop wobbling this table.
I know, I'm trying to get comfy.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you too far in, too far out? What's your problem?
I don't know.
It's because the camera's there. We're facing it not in the centre, that's why.
Yeah.
And we're not changing it again.
No. And it's because I like to have my legs crossed, and your table's like got a big plinth. So I can't sort of do it.
Oh, shall I put it on stilts for you?
Yes.
Okay. I could put little feet on it like I've put on mine.
Be diva.
You're going to be a diva.
I need stilts. I need the table raised.
You raise me up so I can cross my legs.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Where are we at then? Hey,
I don't know.
that,
where are
Jen?
we at? What time
Where
is
are we
it?
at? It's nearly half past.
It's nearly half past, and we've hardly had a chance to chat.
Yeah, and we've got 17 people in, so we'll let a few people come in. First of all, I thought that was a message on there. I thought I was scrolling through.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, you're not.
And my aunt has sent a message to the family chat that's just popped up, and I went, oh, oh, okay, that is not repeatable. Well, it would be if Gabrielle or Jane were involved.
I've been babbling pretty much the whole day with Laura Binding. We started our meeting this morning at 10:15. We were doing doodling. So Laura taught me lots about alcoholic, and I taught Laura. Well, my plan was to teach Laura lots about doodling today, and so we started. Well, we chatted for about an hour before we got started. Then we started. Then then we drifted into conversation, and then at 3:15. About 5 hours, like 4.5, 5 hours. We were just chattering. I said, I'm really hungry. I went downstairs and said, it's no wonder. It's like 2:30, Laura. So I actually had my soup whilst finishing.
Carrying on chatting.
Yeah. And we actually sorted one major thing out in the last half an hour of our chat. Okay, so.
Wow.
It was like one massive warm up until we actually sorted out our workshops. We're going to be running a workshop together, a joint workshop. So that's exciting. We'll tell you all about that.
How do you teach doodling?
Ah, there you go.
I think that was how the Flaming Noras do teach doodling.
Yes, that's what I thought, Gabrielle. But actually,
there's going to be a workshop coming.
Actually, there's a workshop coming, yeah. So this is what we were doing today. I was sort of, because I said to Laura exactly what you just said. I don't know really how I'm going to teach you how to doodle. And then I worked out that actually there's a framework, we can do it. So we'll be doing a joint workshop. First part will be working with alcoholics, creating pictures. The second part will be doodling into the alcoholics.
I'm coming.
Yes, you are. I've already decided that.
I was already invited myself.
Yes. So yeah, it will be on sale from Thursday. So we'll let you know. If you watch Laura's Crafty 11s is on Thursday, I'll be a guest. I'll be appearing as a guest on the Thursday show. And yes, I'll be on the couch. Virtually.
I'll be at the dentist.
Oh. Perhaps you and the dentist can watch together.
Shall I ask him?
Yeah, I'll put my makeup on.
We could even join you live if you like.
You could come in live from the chair.
We could try.
No, let's not.
Oh, come on, Jem.
And then...
so that's this Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, 10 o'clock I've got an appointment.
You can't seem to get those thin watercolour like alcoholics. No, nor could I, Nancy, until I did a little session with Laura, and then I nailed it. Well, I say that. I think I nailed it. I'm pleased with my efforts now. Like, yeah, I got this. But yeah, so it should be good. I'm really excited. We're both excited, so.
Yeah, it sounds like good fun. It does sound like good fun. Can you bring that bright thing over here, please? The lip thing, yes. Look at this.
Oh, this is what I did with my bottle. So I've got flowers on it.
Oh, you've got lace in there too.
Got some lace.
Lovely.
And some flowers. And a candle. So I'm going to talk you through how I sort of turned the bottle.
Oh, yeah, look at this too.
Into a candle holder. You see the effect?
Doesn't that look stunning?
Yeah. And the lovely thing is, I know not everybody's got a drawer full of dried flowers or fake flowers, but, it would be really, really cheap to do. And it's like just old flowers. I've got loads of old bits around the house. I actually haven't bought anything to do this project.
No, me neither.
I have bought nothing. It's all things I found or nicked off of old boxes or old decor pieces. Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to ask questions in a bit.
Yeah, we'll definitely cover sort of how we went through it.
So this is what I did with mine. I kept it very simple, but I still went with that gothic-y theme. And even with the gothic-y theme, I went kind of almost dead.
Wabi sabi. I absolutely adore what you did with the bottom.
So I put some edging on with some filigree butterflies, and then I put some little feet on, and I'll show you how I did that. And then I made, and I'm going to show you how to make the rose.
You actually made the rose. Sorry,
This
Sue.
one?
I didn't realise you made the rose.
Yeah, I made the rose.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I told you I wanted it to have that withered
Yeah.
look.
I honestly had no idea you made the rose.
Yes, I made the rose.
Oh, that's
These, again, Gemma's slip up with dried flowers. So what happens is if I buy myself flowers, or I buy, other people buy me flowers, I can't throw them away even when they're wilting.
No, I don't either.
And so they literally stay in the vase until they're dry.
I'm very similar.
And so these were the roses that Gemma bought me for Valentine's Day. That's almost a month, isn't it? Well, it's 4 weeks almost.
Yeah.
So they have now got a new lease of life on the box.
That's nice.
So so I'm going to show you how to make this rose, and then one of the filigree butterflies is on there, and I'm going to just quickly run through how to do the feet.
Absolutely I love that what you've done. I think it just elevates.
Yeah,
like quite literally does elevate, but it give it a little bit of, I don't know, class or glamour. Takes it from a box to a decoration, doesn't it?
Yeah, I didn't decorate
really
the
love
bottom, but you know.
I love that.
So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. Oh, what you have to.
Yes, because I've got to do a bit of prep because I'm not ready.
No, neither am I. Neither am I, because look, this is the box that I was demonstrating last week, and I've done the outside, but I kept getting interrupted. But, so what I can show you is we were talking about using coloured paper, because if you remember, I put lots of bits of colour on. And this is how it looks. You've got the edging looking in different colours. So if I compare it to that one, you can see the difference. So it looks a lot lighter, which I really liked as well.
Yeah, that difference.
So on this one I was going to bring out the yellow. Yeah, I was going to, there's some yellows in there that I was going to pick out, right there.
What are you going to pick out to with
to
your
decorate
decor next time?
Yeah. So I've still got some dried roses left.
Okay.
So I will be doing that. So shall I go ahead and then, whilst you're doing that, Jem, shall I show my rose?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the rose?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to see the rose? Give us some love hearts.
Yay! Oh, I'm not completely prepared. I do need to squeeze past you again. Sorry, Gemma.
Is there something I can get?
Yeah. Scissors.
Yeah.
In the top row where the cutlery is. The bigger ones, please. Lovely, thank you. So what I did is I got myself some, I've got crepe paper everywhere. So these are just, I don't know what size sheets they are, but they are sheets of crepe paper as opposed to ribbon. All right, so if you, yeah. So what I did is I opened this out and I thought I'm only going to use half of this, but I need a lot of petals to start with.
Okay.
So I opened it up.
It's about 1 metre long.
1 metre long by that wide.
About 50 centimetres, so it's about,
Metre,
40.
yeah.
About 40 metre.
So folded it back in half that way. Hi Karen, no you're not too late my lovely.
Hi Karen.
Okay, and then I folded it into thirds. So what I'm trying to show you, if I go this way, so down a third there, and then I folded it a third there.
So you like concertinaed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm now working on that size.
So, and that's 6 thicknesses.
Well, it doesn't matter on the thickness at the moment.
Okay.
It's the actual size that I'm looking for. So, because I didn't want to waste too much paper, so folding it in half and then folding it down into thirds is about 9 centimetres. So I'm looking 9 centimetres square. So, what I did is, on my notepad, I drew a circle.
Would you like the camera down?
Yeah. Can I have a piece of paper as well, please?
Where is the paper?
No, sorry, pencil. A piece of pencil, please.
A piece of pencil?
A piece of
Come
pencil.
in right up, my love.
Thanks. We are so organised tonight, aren't we? It's like we're professionals.
And very helpful.
We're profesh
Aren't
and
I?
everything. Are you coming down? Are you coming down? Okay. So, rotate your device. There we go. Hopefully you're still recording. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so approximately 9 centimetres by 9 centimetres. Doesn't have to be exact because the cutting oh, you've got those squiggly line things, haven't you? Sorry, we'll get this over and done with. So 9 centimetres approximately by 9 centimetres approximately. Oh, that's not it. That's that one. It's that one.
I don't know what I'm doing with this phone now.
No. Okay, so I've just drawn. That is how rough my circle is, and it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't have to have a perfect circle. So you can take that piece of paper out. All this is a template. So,
Should you do it freehand each time, or
no,
you better to have a template?
I used a template because it was easier on the crepe paper.
Okay.
So there we go. So that is literally a rough circle. Like I say, it doesn't have to be perfect. So approximately in the middle, somewhere, so there, I'm going to draw a circle that's about a centimetre, maybe a centimetre and a half in diameter. Then what I'm doing is I'm drawing three, I'm dividing it into 3. Again, it's just rough, doesn't need to be perfect. So within that 3, these are now my petals. So within that 3, I'm creating that petal and that petal.
Just like rinding off those corners.
Yeah, but I've also given myself a little bit of a gap. So there's, I'm going to cut this lot out. Okay. So, and again, it is rough. There's no, real measuring. Like I say, I was dictated by the size of my crepe paper as to the size of my rose. But if you wanted to go bigger, then just make sure you've got enough on a crepe paper. Don't fold it over so many times. But I wanted a lot of layers to my rose.
It does look really good. I honestly I didn't know you'd made that rose.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, that's a compliment. Okay, so I've now got that shape. All right. Then all I'm going to do is just, well, again, I don't even need to do that. So if I take you back to my crepe paper, I'm going to fold it in half. So I've got that into 6s. Okay. So I folded it in half once, folded it in half again. I'm trying as best as possible to keep those edges, but I'm not, being overly concerned about them. So that's going to slip on there. That's very rough there.
Yeah.
Very rough. So I'm only going to use half of it anyway. So I'm just going to, there we go. Let's chop that in half.
I suppose you can always just keep topping it if you want more.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry too much. If you think you want some more, just cut some more.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the easiest thing. So, yeah, it's fine. There we go. absolutely fine. And this is where it gets, again, really technical.
Just cutting round your template.
Just cut round. And this is, again, you know, I've chopped my template off just to try and match some of those edges. And again, I'm cutting in circular because you're trying to hold together all of these layers. Yeah, so another reason why I'm not being uber fussy.
So you go around the outsides first, like,
yeah,
and then cut into that centre.
Cut into the centre.
You see why you need big scissors.
Yeah. Okay. This one.
Yeah, and if you if you struggle with like,
you can do it in thinner layers. You don't need to do it all
like,
together.
I'm suffering a bit at the moment with I think it's like repetitive strain in my elbow, and I would find probably cutting that at the moment quite difficult.
Yeah.
So you know if you
haven't got the strength, you can because there is a lot of layer there.
Yeah.
A lot of layer. But so I've taken my template off now. And so the shape I've got is quite jagged on the edges. Okay, so what I need to do first of all is I want my, I don't want these edges to be all the same as such. So what I'm going to do is I'm just like a rose. So I've cut a little edge off of there.
Just cut a little bit out.
Just cut a little, so it's a little bit of a ruffled edge. Again, doesn't need to be exact because once they're all in. But what is nice is to make sure that those edges are rounded off.
Yeah. So no like corners or anything.
Yeah, no sharpness. You don't want too many sharp things going on, she says. I am just hacking, aren't I?
Yeah.
Literally.
I quite like it. It's sort of, rough and ready.
Yeah, it's just hacking it away.
I think your camera's slightly in the wrong place. So I think, I think Sue might have, where you're holding it at.
Sorry.
No, I think I need to move it a bit. How is that? No, I completely went the wrong way.
Yeah. There we go.
Is that better? No.
Probably needs to raise.
It's sort of moving from, hold on everyone, sorry. It's sort of moving from,
There, that's good. So,
that crepe paper or tissue is crepe, isn't it?
crepe paper, yeah. So, literally rounded off the edges. Now, all these little bits that I've chopped off, don't bin them. All right, grab them together.
Hi Mandy, don't worry about being late. We'll show you our projects. Should we have a quick flash of your projects for a minute, just to show everybody that's just dropped in, because we got Karen's just come in and Mandy's come in and Alison's just come in. So
okay, so bear with me then. So don't get rid of your little bits. Keep your little bits. All right.
Okay.
For now, the very tiny bits you don't need to worry about, but just create a little squishy bally thing that might not be a ball, but anyway. Okay, so what we're making, so this is my box.
Look at
got the little feet with the little filigree butterfly corners, and then we've got dried flowers with another filigree butterfly, and then we've got this crepe paper rose.
Which I think is amazing, that crepe paper rose. Honestly, I actually thought it was a dried flower.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because your other ones are on there as well. Yeah. I thought, well, that's lovely. Wonder where you've got that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I took a lot of care over it.
Yeah, because that, you could use that if you haven't got like a drawer full of silk flowers like I have at home. You could use that to make some for my project.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Okay, so
Hi Jane, don't worry. Yeah, you stay in the naughty corner.
Get back to the naughty corner. You don't need to be in the naughty corner, it's fine. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm wrapping up some more of this tissue. Okay, and I've got that little bit. And then I've got my hot glue gun.
Gotta love a hot glue gun.
Love a hot glue gun.
That features heavily. It featured heavily in my project too.
Good.
Just love the glue. I can't believe how glue guns are just revolutionary. Just love them.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm building up the centre of my rose.
Just like making a little ball.
I'm just making something that my petals are going to sit around. Yeah. So
if you haven't got a glue gun, you just do it with
all-purpose glue.
All-purpose glue. It just take a little bit longer.
You'll have to wait for it to dry. Okay. Now, this is longer than it needs to be, and it makes it easier for holding.
Okay.
Okay. So all I'm going to do is chop that little bit off at the bottom, just so I've got a flatter edge.
So how did you decide the top and the bottom?
Didn't.
You didn't. It's
No.
There's not really. It's
No.
just like
I've gone for more pointy at the top because that's where I'm going to hold.
okay.
Okay, but eventually I'm going to cut that off anyway.
Oh right. All right.
Okay.
Right.
So, one piece, little blob in the middle, and put your foundation inside. So this is the trickier bits, all right, because you want them to wrap around and fold over each other. And, oops, sorry, came off camera slightly. Okay, and so you want to wrap that one around. So you want to glue that in place like that. Okay. So if you start with the center point of that one and bring it up, then you're going to tuck in this one and just fold over. It looks like it's tucked in then. Okay, so we're just gluing up and around
each piece. I suppose this actually, you wouldn't need a glue gun for this, but you could actually like use like my glue pen that I've got.
Yeah,
that would probably be good because it only needs to slightly hold, doesn't it? Because the next layer will then hold.
The next
again.
layer holds. Yeah.
Okay, and again,
So,
and again.
So that one's in, that one's around, and we've got it started already. Okay, but I'm still keeping hold of this. This is my rough bit, because you'll find that as you start to manoeuvre it, there. So we move on to the next piece, and a little blob. And we're going to do a very similar thing, but we're just going to put a little blob in the bottom of each one, like that. And you're just going to build it up and around. Try and tuck those leaves, those petals in, sorry, as best as you can. Okay. I'm just tucking them in. I'm not going to glue these ones in. I'm just going to leave those. So I'm going to get the next petal. Now, my gaps were here, so my full petal is there. So what I want is the gaps to be halfway along my middle petal. Does that make sense?
So like rotate
slightly
so that they they fill the voids. I get it.
Yeah.
You get it, don't you? You get it?
So, and then what I found is I've put my 3 blobs, and if I just did that, they kind of
picked
them up. Okay. So I then carry that on, and you literally keep doing that within the layers.
I've got to say, it looks awful at the moment.
It looks vile, doesn't it? It absolutely does.
Is anybody else thinking that?
But if you come across little bits like this, just chop it off.
What's Jane sorry for? Sorry, I'm just... Oh, no, you don't have to be sorry, Jane. We're only playing with you. You're welcome anytime you choose to join us.
We don't mean it, right? I'd be mortified to think that she thought we meant it.
Yeah, I was going to let you sweat a little bit though, Jane, and make you think that I was upset with your text into the studio on Saturday. But I wasn't upset.
Oh, I knew she wasn't upset at all. I
giggle.
knew she wasn't upset. I could see by the laugh on her face. And Vicky as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got one there that's a little bit odd shaped. Don't worry about it, because that's nature, right?
Nature of the beast.
So I'm going to continue doing this until I've done pretty much most of these.
Oh wow.
All right.
Loads.
So do you want to carry on with something whilst I get this bit done?
Okay. All right then. Yes, I'm ready. No worries. Right then.
Oh, you weren't expecting that, were you?
Right. Let me show you, for those of you who've just come in, what I'm going to show you. So.
Oh, actually, let me stop you.
Okay.
I will do something else.
Okay. No, I am ready. Really, I'm joking. I just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, no, I am going to show you something else
that's better.
because it is more important when it comes to the outer leaves. So I can show you this before I get to the very outer
I'm going
leaves.
to quickly have my orange.
Okay, so these are, if I say that all of these are going to be part of my inner ones, all right, so with these ones, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do those ones because they're half ones. So these are all pretty much full petals. Okay, and what I'm going to do, so I've got a folded tea cloth here. All right, and you can do this either way.
That's a tea towel if you're not posh.
Yeah, but have you seen how Gruge it looks? Okay, so get a teaspoon, all right, and just use the back of the teaspoon and just push down. Okay, you're not dragging it, because if you drag it, you're going to rip the paper. But what you get is this nice little bend in it. All right, so if you do that. Okay, and like I said, it only needs to be for the latter few, you know, petals. Or those of you that have got a mandala kit, this is your big ball.
I like that one. I like that one.
You like the big ball?
I always feel like I want to test my reflexes with that. I want to whack my knee with it.
If you just push it in. Do you want me to whack your knee for you?
No,
what about your elbow? Let me try your elbow.
God, not my elbow.
Okay, so using the mandala ball, you get a better... Oh dear, what?
I don't know, but mandala ball. That sounds like a word, doesn't it?
Oh, it's very mandala ball.
What's a mandible? That's something, isn't it? That's a human body part.
The mandibular.
Yeah.
That's the angle behind the ear to the nose.
I knew it was something.
Yeah. There's a pressure point there.
That's that horrible thing, isn't it? That you can bring somebody to tears with.
Well, they don't go to tears, they just move very quickly. So you can then make your petals rounded. Can you see that? So if I go ahead, I will glue it into the middle just so that you can see. So I would just literally do the same, put it in, little drop at the bottom. So where I'm putting the drop of glue is towards the base of the flower, not towards the tip of the leaves.
Yeah.
All right, but you want that petal, not leaf. You want that petal to stick to the main. So you have a dot of glue underneath, and then 3, 1 on each petal. Okay, and you can see already.
It's gone from looking really awful at one point.
Yeah.
To actually now starting to look really nice.
Yeah. So as it grows, this is where you'll start to hold on. Oh, that's going a little bit off centre as well. You'll start to hold on to that ugly centre point that I've made. So keep hold of that.
Rather than holding
your petals, yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, sorry about that. I needed to let you know, and I will now carry on.
That's cool. So I'll show you one of the techniques that I've used then.
Oh, I will turn the camera your way.
Turn the camera my way. I'm just going to...
There we go. Does that need to go higher?
Well, I was just literally going to show this first before, so I'm just going to have a very strange angle from me, but this is the one that I've done. So I've turned the bottle into a candle holder. So I covered the bottle last week, and then that's not working, is it? Let's
Icky
crow. Right, ready? Go back. Yeah, there we go. So it's a bottle that is now a candle holder, and I just stuck some flowers around the top. But I'm going to show you a few tips on how to achieve that.
I'm loving how you did the top, Jen.
Yes, well, you inspired me with that. So this is the thing. You remember I said I got to do a bit of problem solving. So let me just going to blow the candle out a minute. Here's my candle. I know the angle is weird on the camera, but I'll change it in a minute because we'll be going back down to the desk. And this is what I've done to, I don't want to spill the wax everywhere.
What do you want to do with it?
Just got to hold it now until it solidifies. Thanks. Right, so this is how you see here, this is removable. So into the neck of the bottle, I've put this, and this will catch all the candle wax. So it's just the top of a plastic glue bottle.
Oh my gosh.
So, and I had to sort of trim the thread off. So I took a Stanley knife and trimmed the thread off so that it fitted into the bottleneck. But that means that you're not going to get that candle wax all over your flowers and things like that. So you can just take this out, empty the wax, and then pop another candle in. I also had to narrow the bottom of my candle to be able to fit it in to there. But you actually then get a really nice snug fit. And then you can just change a candle without you know, injuring or ruining your bottle. So I thought that was really clever.
That's very clever.
Sue sort of give me like half the idea, and it sort of evolved from there. So have a look around the house at the sort of bottles you can use. I'm just looking around the table, and I'm looking at this bottle here. This is the nail varnish remover. That one would work. Drinks, general drinks like fizzy drinks bottles like cola and things like that, they're a bit big, and the plastic's brittle, so you can't really shave it off. I was just thinking about these. I wanted to take the lid off. So these acrylic paint tubes, probably a bit narrow, that bit, but you might be able to do something. What else have I got? So the glue bottles are good, and I just noticed you're empty. These like empty. The conditioner, like the what do you call it?
The travel bottles.
Travel bottles. That's probably perfect. Okay, so all you do is just take a knife and trim around, turn it upside down, and you've got your little wax holder, and it sits nicely into the top of the bottle. So there you go. So that's how I've transferred it. But you'll notice I also painted my bottle. So a little close up on the paint effect again.
I love that.
So I've painted it with a gold finish, and then I've dry brushed it to bring out the texture with the black. So I'm going to show you how you would achieve that. Sports bottle drinks lids, yeah, that might work. Won't the candle melt the plastic? Well,
it's only wax, isn't it?
It's only the wax, and because it goes out like a bulb, so the candle's burning sort of in the middle, it should burn out before it gets even closer to the plastic. But if you're really worried, you could then line that with tin foil or something like that, and that would help it. So that was the other thing I was faffing about with, trying to make tin foil bits. And but I wanted, I could have done it with copper. If you're a metal worker and you don't mind using a saw and blade, you can punch out like a tin or something like that and upcycle a can. But I wanted to use materials that everybody would be able to get their hands on. So yeah, feel free to experiment with your own solutions to that problem. But that was when I came up with that. Perhaps we could all do quite simply. Okay, so we're back down to the table. Come back a little bit. So we're here. Where's my paint? So I've got my paints here. And my brushes here. And a bit of paper. Okay, so first off, I'm going to paint this surface. And I've just got some household brushes, because just paintbrush it, any paintbrush really. But what we want to achieve on the first layer of paint is as little texture in our paint strokes as possible. So you really want to get it on quite thin and really work it in. So I'm going to use black because I haven't actually finished taking all the colour off of this. So I'm going to block the colour out with a black. So I've just squirted some black paint onto there, and then I'm going to really work that black paint in to the whole, take this off, to the whole lid. And I'm going to try and get rid of the brush strokes as best I can. So I want the paint as thin as possible, because if you've got really thick paint, what's going to happen is you're going to fill in all that texture, so it's going to give you it's going to sort of diminish the effect of the dry brushing later on. So we just want to really scrub that paint in without putting too thick a layer on. Okay, and then we're going to try and remove the brush strokes as well. So just whacking a load of paint on. So may I have a cotton wool pad? Oh no, that's all right. That's all right.
Yes. What, do you want a bed?
No, I'm good. I don't want one. I thought I had a bit too much, but I haven't. Okay, so you can see I've really spread that paint out. Nice thing about acrylics, it dries really quite quickly as well. So spread all that out. And then if you've got a sponge brush or sponge pad, then you can just dab over it just to take the brush marks out and take off any if you've got lots of excess. I realised I've been in the wrong place, haven't I? So all I've done is popped a load of paint on. Which way do I need to go if it's too close to me?
What are you wanting to do?
Okay.
Is that what you want?
I think so.
Okay, so hold on. You're moving it. Is that what you want?
That's it. That's better. That's better. I was out because it was near me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've painted it. I've whacked the paint on, but I had some brush marks, and the brush marks, when we come in to dry brush, will be picked up by the dry brush. Now you might want that sometimes. You might want to pick those high points up. But if you don't, you can just sort of, you see I'm just twisting the sponge over the surface just to take out those paintbrush marks and give you a nice sort of even smooth texture again. Okay, and this is also taking off any excess paint as well. So just taking that off, and because we're going to go over with a dry brush, we don't need to worry too much either about full coverage. So it can be quite patchy, or lighter in some areas than others. Okay, so there is our black painted lid. Now when you come to dry brush over the top, you want to pick either a colour that really contrasts to get maximum effect. So you can use like a white would look nice on here to sort of give you the opposite effect to like what Sue's got in her box. So just another look at Sue's box. That's the raw effect. That's, without any paint on it. That's just the effects you got from the paper. What? Raw effect. So if I was to dry brush mine with white, I'd almost get like a negative of this. I love that rose. I'm really impressed with that rose. It's great. So I get that negative effect. Or I could dry brush it with a metallic, which would also look nice, and that gives you like a lovely sheen all over it as well. So let's go for a metallic on this one. Now, what's useful to have is a piece of blank paper. I'm just going to nick this bit. Really utilising everything on the table today. Oh, that's my dark gold. So I got two golds. This one it's just an acrylic. This is indigo blue. And these are really lovely acrylic paints actually. If you can get hold of them, they give you a lovely finish. And it's quite thin, which is nice, but it does give you gorgeous luster and sheen. So for dry brushing, clues in the title, you need a really dry brush. So I'm just going to, this one is not long been washed, I'm just going to give it a good dry off. And you will want a piece of paper to tap your paint off onto, and possibly a piece of tissue paper as well that you can even further dry your brush off with. So this is still a little bit tacky, but I reckon it'd be all right. Good to go. So dry brushing basically means as little paint on your brush as possible, and as we take the brush across this textured surface, it should just pick up those high points, and the paint should sort of stick more on those than anything else. So if I go in, I'm just going to go in and get the tiniest amount on the bristles of my brush. Okay, that's actually loads. I've got loads on there. So then I'm going to tap most of that off onto paper.
And does it matter about the size of the brush you're using? Because that's quite a large brush for that small box, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think, well, you can obviously come down the size, but I like working with a large brush because you just work over a big area. And because we're not being precise, then actually a bigger brush gives you less lines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So you cover more of more area. So
without having to go over
without having to go over it, because sometimes when you've got a small brush, so I just brushed over with a small brush, then I've got to brush over the next bit, and you can get build up where you overlap. So a large,
yeah, that makes sense.
Look at what I just done.
What did you just do there, Jen?
I had paint on my finger.
Oh.
So paint over that, and of course the beauty of this is you can paint over it as many times as you like. You don't like it, just paint over it. Okay, so I'm going to go in. I think my brush is dry enough now. You should, when you tap it on your paper, you should literally get no paint coming off onto your paper, hardly any. And I just sweep it across the surface.
You might not be able to see that on the camera already, but I can see it building already.
So I'm just, you can see I cut the brush quite flat. So it's not the tips, because if I go in with the tips, I'm going to get into those creases and cracks, which I don't want to. I want to leave those dark. So as I brush across, you see it's picking up the edges, which is nice because they look burnished, and I'm getting that sort of leathery effect. I'm just going to wait and see how that's looking for you at home. I think you can see it quite well, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
See how that's...
Yeah.
So you see that's, you know, really a really quick and easy way of really highlighting that texture and getting that lovely antiqued finish. So you can keep going. You could put another layer on like that and keep going. I just do the sides. This effect I think is quite nice. That's because you can, like, especially if you like your steampunk, it almost looks like leather, doesn't it? Or like bits of rivet of metal together. So if I haven't got a gold pen on the table, have you? What do you have?
Silver, but I think, let me check if this is, if there's a gold in here.
Or silver. Okay, so basically if you want to pick up a certain area, so I've got this height, this piece here. If I want to pick that particular area up, I'd go against it, okay, and that picks it up further. So because my lines are in all different directions, if I change the direction of my brush stroke, I'm going to pick up different parts, right? And if you go overboard, just paint it black again, and then do it again, and that's the beauty. You can keep going.
I haven't got a gold one in here, but I've got those and that.
I'll just go with the silver, is that
yeah,
right?
You can, yeah.
So, like from here, if you wanted to decorate this differently, maybe some cogs and bits and bobs, or even a rose would look nice on there, just again, wouldn't it? Or you can make it look like metal, so you could go in and just pop some rivets in. You've got a black one as well.
Great, she's on the run all the time.
Just so if I just put a few like rivets.
Rivet.
This, I'm just playing now. I don't know how this is going to look. I'm experimenting. Right, let's just say these are rivets. How fine is this?
It's a Sharpie.
That ain't no good.
Oh.
Got a finer, just a black fine liner.
Use that end end's thinner, that end's thicker.
Okay, and I could go in and put some little, make these look like little screw heads. Do crosses, and then they look like little screw heads. You can darken one side, so you could make, you know, you could go that route perhaps, just because that's the sort of look it gives you. You darken the one side, it sort of give it a bit of depth as well. It'd look kind of cool, wouldn't it? I quite like that.
It does look good.
Yeah, or you don't like it, just paint over it.
So those are just permanent markers that I've given Jem there.
Yeah.
Sharpie one brand, and I can't remember what the other brand is.
Pen and Gear.
Pen and Gear.
So they're just,
It's just again another permanent marker.
just a marker. Yeah.
These are acrylic pens that I've also got,
Yeah,
which
those
are lovely.
nice. Those are lovely.
They're a bit Gert Lash, aren't they? Like Right Mind.
Yeah, so there's the the dry brushing side of it, and dry brushing is just such a lovely technique. I use it a lot.
It's really nice. I do like that.
Just picks up any texture you've got.
Yeah, I do like that.
So what happened with mine was I changed it about 4 times the colour.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I painted it. I didn't like how it looked with the flowers when I left it bare.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, mine was it was duller colour, and
Yeah, it was very vintage looking, wasn't
yeah,
it?
and it didn't work with the flowers, and that's what I was putting in it for the Mother's Day. And then I painted it copper, and I didn't like the highlights. So then I painted it white, and then I didn't like that. So then I ended up with it gold. And so and that's the beauty. You can keep changing it until you're happy. And so that is really the technique I wanted to show you. And then putting the flowers on was basically...
Oh, we go back to my flower. And
Oh,
then
go on
you
then,
can
yeah.
come back to your flower.
Yeah, I was just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Is that all right with you guys?
Say no.
Don't say no. Don't say no. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera over to my direction. So let's there we go. Okay, so I've built that flower up. I've been sat for quite a bit of time, really, haven't I, Jem? Just, you know, so that's how quick and easy it was to build it up. As I got towards the bottom, I didn't start putting all the leaves in. Oh, for goodness sake, petals. Oh. So what I did towards the end is I literally turned it up, put a blob of glue on the bottom, and then put that on like that. Okay, and because I will show you what we're going to do in a minute, but what I wanted to show you, whilst I've come to almost the end of all of these, how many have I got left? 3, which is just great. That's perfect. So just to make it a little bit more rounded at the edge, I'm going to put these off centre. So I put my dob in the middle, but when I lay that one on,
just going to make that little...
making that one come out just that little bit further. So it's just coming over the edge. So I'm going to do the next one. So they're just coming out further over the edge, you can see there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last one. Okay, and these are the rounded off ones. So if I put that down, so they're now out towards the edge. Okay, so it's got a little bit more roundedness to it.
Yeah. Okay,
so then what I did is I went, okay, well that's now all floppy and everything, but actually that's quite nice in itself, you know, the roundedness. But I wanted mine to be a little bit more withered, you know, wilted and withered. So I just started faffing with the edges a bit, you know, flicking them out. Then I went and got the glue gun and just literally went on open spaces. So it really is as random as that, and it's very tiny specks of glue I'm using. Okay, and it just means that they are then,
it firms it.
Yeah, so the glue adds as a good base as well, strengthener for the whole structure of the flower. Okay, so
excuse me scratching it with this. I'm just
playing.
I'm putting more. I had to paint over my rivets.
Did you not like them?
Well, no, they didn't work in with my design. I was only playing and experimenting.
With it. Yeah.
And they're not going to work in with my box design.
Okay, so I want these to come up a little bit more. So these ones at the top, I'm putting glue towards the top of the petal. Okay, and again, just rolling it over. Rolling it over as well if you're using a hot glue gun. Stops your fingers from getting burnt. Believe me, I've burnt my fingers several times already.
And it stops the strings as much as well.
Yeah.
If you try and put it in with your finger, you would end up with a bit on your finger and then you get the big strings.
Okay, and I'm still holding onto that centre point. But you can now see that those edges have started to create a bit more texture. Yeah,
firmer as well, aren't they?
Yeah. So let's get a little bit more in. So again, just pick it up, shake it, check it.
Loving this. Looks brilliant, says Gabrielle, like a big peony. It does look like a peony.
It does, yeah. It looks more peony than it does rose, I admit that. But
did you make some larger petals for the end, Sue? No, what Sue did is instead of putting them centre, she put them off centre so that they stuck out one side.
So that is a whole flower shape, but as you can see, it's off towards the edge there. So it goes from there to there. The one underneath it goes from there to there. And then this one, which is the third one, goes from there to there. So they're off-centred.
A black rose would look nice.
Yeah, it would. This purple's lovely. I hadn't planned to use purple. I was going to go for yellow tonight, but I quite like this one.
Emma says that mine looks like alligator skin. It does.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, and it wears acrylic paint. That's right. Yeah, I'm just catching up on your comments. I'm sorry it was difficult to see, and I got so involved. I didn't keep it in the camera. Hopefully I corrected that for you. Did you make some larger petals? No, you answered that one. Blousy.
Blousy.
It does.
Yeah. So the next thing I've done is, because I don't want it to be completely flat, I've turned it over and I have just pushed it around to bring it up, almost cupcake like.
Yeah.
You know, so it comes up, so even then, and also at the same time I'm adding to those rounded edges by putting in the crinkles.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost like that flower that wants to bloom but is not. Okay, so again I'm still using this tip, just giving it a shake. Found I've got a loose leaf.
Don't want loose
leaves. So let's put that on there. Okay. Ta-da!
That's lovely.
Okay, so then I'm kind of happy with this. I'm just going to brush out those edges again because I want the edges to fold outwards, the edges of the leaves. So just gently roll. So, and I am just gently rubbing this. I'm not, whilst I look like I'm being rough with it, I'm not ripping it or anything like that. Any petals that I've got that are folded in, I'm just picking those out. What I've also used for that is the other end of my spoon to get on in there. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes if I try to rectify something with my fingers, I end up making it worse. So, okay, so I'm quite happy with how that is now. What are you laughing at?
For a second there, when you shook it, I thought, oh no, it's just...
I think it was just going to...
like half of it just flew across the room.
That would be a comedy sketch in its own right, wouldn't it? Okay, so then we come to this issue of this little bit at the top, and quite simply, being extra careful, I just chopped it off, and then, again, got in there with a little flat edge. Don't want to use a knife that's sharp. I just got in, helped that, and actually where we twisted that, it forms part of the flower at the top as well.
It's really cool, and it is very peony-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am thinking more peony than rose now.
Yeah. Yeah, this one in particular, because I've squished it and squashed it a lot different. So what I did with this one, as Gemma just showed you the dry brush technique, you can see the edges.
Yeah.
I've just literally gone around with some, what's this one called? Iridescent blue black.
Why did you choose blue black?
Because I didn't want to go pure black.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to have a little bit of a shimmer to it. And so the blue black is, you know, it's a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought, oh, I know, I'll do it with blue black.
And if you glue it to dried flowers, it comes off.
Yes. Do you want to dry brush this one with my gold brush that I've got?
Oh, let's try it.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So let's put that back on there. That's just hot glue on there. So yeah, so I just literally kept playing with this until I was happy with how it was shaping. There we go, got another edge there that I'm not keen on.
I think I've patted most of the
Lovely.
gold off.
So I just literally...
Did I pat too much off?
No, you can see it.
It's better to have, you might think there's nothing happening when you do this. But it's better to build it up in lots of layers rather than go in with lots of paint and then you can't get it off. Once you, especially on a project like this, you can't take it off. On the box, it's easy, you just cover it over with paint. But on a flower, I would say,
the other thing with this is it's crepe paper, so you don't want to use anything too wet.
No, so the dry brushing technique's ideal, really, isn't it?
So
you're just picking up the edges.
I'm just picking up the edges, but what I'm also doing is I'm moving out around the flower rather than in, because if I want the colour to go anywhere, it's on top of the petals.
Jane.
And what's happened?
Jane's Bert, she gets on my nerves.
Who does?
And then Gabrielle's like, who? And then Jane's, oh my God, sorry, I'm in the chat with someone complaining about someone.
Oh, I was going to say, we haven't got another 10-year-old thing coming on, have we? Yes, faffing, Gabrielle. Let's do some faffing. Ban and dabble.
I think it's Babble and Dabble.
Oh, Babble and Dabble. It's like,
They've helped me so much.
we're going to ban.
Nice.
Ban double.
Anything too wet on crepe paper makes the colour bleed. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Even the glue, and that's why the glue gun's probably a really good option, actually.
Yeah.
Or a glue stick even. Babble, not ban. Oh well, we're glad that you enjoy our sessions.
So, can you see that better now? I can see a little bit of the gold on the tips.
Literally just picked up.
Just lightning, isn't it?
Slight bit of definition.
Yeah.
Or even like an ombre effect. So
Yeah.
like giving it that, like you would with a flower. The petals aren't the same all the way through, are they?
No, well, you look at the dried flowers on here.
Yeah. You've got the red edges to the pale ones, dark edges to the darker ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes it more realistic.
So, yeah. So, and, any colour, these would be lovely.
And that dry brushing effect can be done with any colour acrylic. You don't have to. It's just, you do need a bit of a contrast.
Yeah.
To be able to, so that it shows up and actually picks out the texture. Yeah, it's very dry. Do you want a bit?
Yeah, let's have a little bit more, Jem.
We'll go into the lid and tap it on. And an old household brush like this, I think, is the best for dry brushing. You want a stiff bristle, and that's really important with dry brushing. You don't want, floppy bristles or like a soft fibre brush. Like you definitely don't want
there's not many
like a sable or
is there?
You don't want anything soft.
Hog. Get a hog.
You want a hog hair, yeah. Or a synthetic bristle brush like this. It's just a household painting brush. Like that's it. I don't know. That's not my Harris's, is it? That one. It's not a good one.
Yeah, this is a Harris.
Oh, is it?
This is a
Oh,
Harris.
that's fairly good.
There you go.
Every paintbrush I buy ends up in my craft box and not in the decorating box.
My paintbrushes are all over the shop.
Loving it.
So yeah. So I've now got that oldie flower look, you know, that's matured before it starts to wilt.
That's lovely. It is lovely.
Sounds like a dog with fleas.
Yeah, it does. Scratch, scratch, scratch,
Yeah,
scratch.
I was engrossed in it like Gemma was then. So yeah, so that's how I did that. So the filigree butterflies.
Love this. This is like, I think this is genius. This is that little designer touch.
What
You're
did I
like,
do with
clever
them?
little thing, you.
Clever little thing, you.
Filigree
Oh,
butterflies.
oh,
Love this.
oh. Shush now. Oh,
Where did you put them?
where did I put them? Should we come back up
Yeah.
for a bit? Let's come back up to you.
Come up for some air.
Oh, hi there. Hi. Hi. Hi there. Hi.
Very close. There we go.
Oh gosh, look.
And up.
And you're over there now.
This way.
Ta-da!
We need a cameraman. Basically.
Oh, yours would look like a 3-year-old did it. Nancy, that's what I was aiming for.
Well, 10. Let's go around 10. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with that flower. I think it's, well, you made that really simple and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and do you know what I love even more?
What?
The fact that you were like, what is that, when I first started? And that it looked really rubbish.
Oh, it did. I was thinking, oh, goodness me.
Oh goodness, Sue, what are you doing?
She's doing this a bit quick. I love the red and purple together.
Oh, look at that.
I love those two colours together.
Oh, I made a red and purple hat once. It was stunning.
Yeah, that same was. It's like,
Okay.
it was like a dog scratching, it was. And, where was I? Anna. I don't think I've said hello to you, Anna.
Hello, Anna.
Glad you like it. Beautiful, just like you.
Oh, see?
Right.
I'll take it. Right.
Have you found the butterflies?
No, I haven't. I got them out just
You
now,
did.
didn't I?
Get them out. You had a little
I have
examine
them
of them.
ready.
Did you put them in this box?
Did I?
I think so.
Are we going to put a bet on it? No. Because no, I didn't. Okay, there's one over there.
Where are they?
Where are they? Where have they disappeared? Oh, I want to show you that I did buy lots of these little petals. You know, you can buy the confetti petals. But when I opened them and I started to pull them apart, they were so thin that and orange that I just went, that's not happening.
What are we going to do? Make them into a flower?
Make them into a rose, yeah. And I was going to use individual petals, which is then when I went to the 3 and went, no. So Nancy, I saved you a job. Are they in the box? No. I found them. They're under my phone.
I knew they couldn't have flown far.
So, I have no idea where these came from, but I think they are the sort of thing
Trying to
that
cross
you
my
would...
legs again.
Are you? Oh!
What's that?
You bring in the fireplace for a walk. In fact, let me take the Oodie,
Oodie, hashtag Oodie.
hashtag Oodie, off the back there because
Getting
it might be on the fire.
over warm.
On the fire! Okay, so these I think are. What are you laughing at? Me, look under Gamma's tissue. You're not feeling good.
It's
It's weird to look at it there, isn't it, and not there.
Yeah, and it's not that. It's that if I actually sit, I'm over here, so I need to like position myself like a twisty. No, because my knee's there. That's what I mean. All right, I'm here. Did you hear that crunch? That was my knee.
I think we saw the camera go. Oopsie. Thanks, Emma. It's actually a tunic dress, and it's an item of clothing that I think I stole off of the dragon, actually. Because my mum's got better taste in clothes than I have.
Talking about clothes, can I give my sister a little plug?
Yes.
So my sister Faye, who you might know as Do, and if you're in Crow's Mojo, you'll definitely know Faye because she does all the like administration for everything. She's just started a business selling pre-loved clothing, so secondhand pre-loved clothing. Lots of it's new, and she's started a new business called Phase, Phayz. And
yes.
yeah, and she's posted out, and I've been able to get first dibs on one of her new arrivals of stock, and I nabbed about 6 things, including the most beautiful flapper style dress.
I heard you say that you've bought one.
My goodness, it's beautiful, and I've got it now, and it's even more beautiful in the flesh. I was like,
I saw the dress. I saw the dress that you commented on, the silver tulip.
I love that dress,
and it's quite very size. Very, very
gorgeous.
you.
I mean, yeah, I'm getting on now. I'm sort of in my 40s now, so I can't really get away with wearing things like that now. Well, like I could wear it and it would look okay, but then you look at my face and think she's a bit old for that. So yeah. So
yes, there is plus size Gabrielle,
yes.
Which is where I was looking as well. So yes, there's plus size.
Faye started for plus size because she's plus size, and it's really hard to find pre-loved plus size clothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not as easy to find. So yeah, the majority of it is. She's got loads of stuff, and she's like constantly, daily putting new things up. She seems to have gathered loads, and now it's like, what am I going to do with it all?
Yeah.
So take a look.
The house has become a storeroom, hasn't it?
Yeah, she's got rails, all my temporary rails I bought for moving house. She's got
them all, has she?
Lined up until obviously having to run from home at the moment.
Yeah.
Until we can get out and into storage and things. So So mutton just as lamb, James.
No.
I got to sort of tone it down a bit. You've seen my Dorian look, haven't you? I am Dorian. I've always got some sort of leopard print or leather on, or zips. I seem to like zips too. So yeah.
Say no more.
I like changing and altering clothes, but I haven't made many clothes from scratch, except for when I was really, really young, and me and my son's dad, we were going on holiday for the first time, and we didn't have any money whatsoever, so I made our trousers out of curtains. When I made some, we actually had matching linen look trousers and like tanks with hoods. How awful! We look like a right pair of, I don't know, hippies or something.
Hippies? Yeah, but that's right. That's quite nice. Zips. The things that you do on your jacket.
Zipper.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
I can't remember. But
Sorry, Nancy. What do they?
Yeah. What do they call it?
What do them Americans call it? They call it a zipper, don't they?
Instead of buttons, you use the teethy thing. The teethy thing that goes long up with the little toggle thing at the end.
There's a word, isn't there?
Tell us what it is, Nancy. It's a word association game.
When we see
like you have on coats and
jeans,
baseball jackets,
and you fly for your jeans. Stretchy waistbands. I love a stretchy waistband.
A zipper.
A zipper. It is a zipper.
It is a zipper.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Zips.
That's fancy like that, isn't it?
Do you think we did well in our descriptions there, by the way?
Teethy things that go like
teethy
this.
things that go like that as you pull them up with the toggle on the end.
Yeah.
That's really good. If aliens landed, they'd kind of have a bit of a clue.
Assuming they knew what teeth were.
No, because you could show it like, they go like that. Thanks for the laughter. Makes us feel very valued. Anyway, I'm going to move on to butterflies.
Yeah.
So these are just tiny little butterflies that I think must have been on a card or something like that,
Yeah.
because they've still got, it's a bit shiny, sorry, they've still got a little bit of paper on the back. So I must have pulled them off of something and hoarded them.
Do you know where else I think I've seen similar things? Card embellishments on, do you know, like, you know, the Works. Do you know the Works, everyone, or the Range?
Yeah.
Or like a hobby craft store, and they sell the embellishments on cards.
Yes.
Hanging on, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen similar things that are like thin metal
Yeah.
card embellishments.
So if you need a little bit of strength, but you can bend these. A lesson on zips. See, Jamie, come in, you get everything.
Every day's a school day.
Every day's a school day. And there you go, Mandy. So what I did is I got my ruler towards the edge of the body, so not right on the body, so between the wing and the body, and I just bent it around. Okay, and then I did the other side. Look at me going upside down and round and about, just to, okay, and then I bent that wing. So my body, because I knew that was going to be too thick. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
I'm bending my body. What are you laughing at?
No, it's because I was sat there thinking, this is cool. But you could see my head looking for pliers and thinking I could do it with pliers. And that's what I was thinking. And then I caught myself and thought I was funny.
Yeah, you could do it with pliers, but if you don't have pliers...
Yeah, if you don't have pliers.
Then, so that's how I did that. Then that sits on the corner. So hot glue that, I mean, that's bent a little bit too far, so I just, you know, and that's how flimsy it is. I'm able to just push that slightly with one hand, and there it is, sits on the corner.
I think that's so genius.
So what I did with these, where's that one gone? Oh, there it is. So what I did, you know me and my black gesso, I just put a bit of black gesso on. You can still see the underneath. And then I just got a little bit of silver acrylic. You are stifling a yawn, Gemma Crow.
Me?
Were you stifling a yawn then?
No.
Look, watch.
It was.
Were you stifling a yawn?
I didn't realise it was that obvious. I'm always doing that. That's the first time I've actually seen myself do it. Oh no.
You're better off just yawning, love. Just yawning.
I do that on JM all the time.
Do you?
I do, and I didn't think anybody could tell.
I outed you then as well.
Oh,
because you'd have never have known. You're gonna have to practice now.
I need to watch that.
Oh, we need to snip that little bit, don't we?
There you go, you wanna, that's my yawn face.
And the fact that you even tried to lie to me.
Me? No.
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 I can't hide it, can I? Oh no.
Oh.
Blimmin' heck, I had no idea how to obvious. Oh no. Oh no, I'm thinking like it so many times. There's something about the studio as well, when you've been in those lights for that long, I do yawn, and there's not as much oxygen in there because obviously it's all circulated air. And the doors are closed. And did you know, like, you yawn for a few reasons? So you yawn if you're tired, you yawn if you're hungry, and you yawn if you're not getting enough oxygen, because the yawn is to bring in
the more oxygen.
So in the studio, I yawn a lot. They must think I've got some sort of, I don't know, tick. Perhaps that's why they've never mentioned it, just in case it upsets me or offends me. What are you doing? Oh.
Alison, she says pictures are on the square.
I know, it annoys them.
They're not supposed to be, but it's Gemma. She put the so what happened?
That one's supposed to be straight.
No, this one you moved with your chair or your arm or something. Yeah.
This one.
So I went to go and sort it, but then I went.
The meeting we were in the other day with Natalia and Nye.
Yeah.
And those were on the wonk, and it was really annoying me.
Was it? Why didn't you just say?
See? It didn't feel appropriate. Yeah.
They're all on the wonk.
I don't mind those being off, but those ones wrong.
So they're still not right now.
No, but it's better.
But you know, sleep apnea, dropsy.
Oh dear. That's going to be the next thing you text in with, isn't it? I'm not telling you all when I'm on next.
I know when you're on. It's Friday. Isn't it?
No.
Isn't it? No. It's Friday. Gemma's in on Friday.
Uh-oh.
Friday.
That's it, you can all keep me awake.
Hey Gem, give us your yawn face. Could you pass me a brush, please? A small brush, please.
Like that.
Which one was it? Any of the flat ones, preferably. Preferably? Yeah, down, flat. Across to the left, forward. Like that? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Really flat, it's an angled, but you know.
That'll do.
Oh,
jeez. See any flat ones.
What's that one you just picked up?
A stiff one.
It's still flat.
But it's solid.
Oh, is that the one that you left me leaving the glue the other day?
That was at my house.
It's not, it's at my house.
No, but it was at
I
my
think
house.
It's Friday, Mandy. Yes, Friday. Friday. Okay.
Friday morning.
So all I did with the butterflies on the edge, because I wanted it to be kept in some kind of pattern with the... Oh gosh, I've just burped.
You notice how I didn't out you with that? You outed yourself.
I outed myself. Yeah, because I'm an honest person, Gemma.
Okay. I'll tell you when she farts. Well, you'll see me leave.
It sounded like instructions to a man to find the clitoris. Back, forward, to the left.
Yeah, narcolepsy is where you just fall asleep, and you can have triggers. So laughter. I have a friend who has narcolepsy, and if he laughs, and he's a big man, so he is like about 26 stone. He's quite a big fella, and when he laughs, he just falls asleep. And so you have to, if you make him laugh, you actually have to sort of stand around him. So Sue's painting the butterfly. Obviously, we're not paying attention. Sorry, Sue.
I'm bored of you now, to be honest with you, Jem. Okay, so just roughly painting that on, as you can tell, because I am looking at you. So I'm just guessing. Just guessing. Looking good. Looks all right, actually. Yeah.
So give it like that aged metal look.
Yeah. So I've now got that coppery colour. What's it? Is it coppery gold?
It's like a
brassy, goldy colour. And now it's this blacky, silvery metallic. So I let that dry a little bit, and then what I did is, because I couldn't help but play, and whilst they were on there, I just literally with my nail went, oh yeah, that looks all right, doesn't it? I went, oh yeah, that looks all right, doesn't it? And so, can you see that? No.
What are you doing?
Just scratching a bit of the paint off.
Oh right. Okay, so antiquing it even more, like.
Yeah. So I scratched a little bit of the paint off. Ta-da!
And then put it on the box.
And then, so So it's folded. Glue, 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 glue. Stick on the corner.
Yeah.
And that
nice.
is that. Now then, the feet. This was a little bit technical.
The feet race.
Necrophiliacs? Oh my goodness! We're moving away from that. I'm going to the beads quickly. So in my stash, oh my gosh, in my stash,
Different to narcolepsy, just a bit, just a little bit different.
in my stash, I found these little beads.
These are aluminium beads.
Yeah, can you see the without the shine? I don't know what I'm trying to do.
Down.
I'm trying to block the light at the same time. It's not working.
Oh, no.
It's not working.
It's good there. They've just got like a
Anyway, so
cross
yeah,
cut, diamond cut pattern.
but it looks like a little cage. And so when I first saw them in the bag in the Susu studio, I was like, well, I don't like the colour of those, but I quite like that cage effect that's going on. But actually it's engraved. So all I did,
It's diamond cut.
there's circles going all the way around that overlap each other.
Yes, that process of getting that really crisp cut with a severe bevel is called a diamond cut. That's why it's so sparkly.
Somebody got oxygen into their brain, didn't they?
Did. Good old yawn.
So again, I just got the gesso.
Is gesso your favourite thing?
Gesso is my absolute favourite. Little bit of gesso. Little bit of paint. And I painted them.
So how does gesso vary? I think we've talked about it before. How does it differ from
Plain acrylic? Okay, so gesso is a base coat. It's a primer. And it's got a binding agent in it that allows the acrylic to stick better to whatever product you're trying to put it on. It also, when you're using canvases or anything that's porous, is that the right word? Yeah. Anything that's porous, it stops the acrylic, the
paint you're using.
Yeah, the paint you're using from the water's seeping into that material, so it creates like a little bit of a barrier. A bit like chalk paint, really. In fact, it's probably the basis of a chalk paint.
Yeah, I get it.
So you can now see those little cuts.
Painted.
Okay, so once that's dry, I did exactly the same as what I did with the butterfly, and I just got a little bit of the silver acrylic, but I did it a bit like dry brushing really, and just quickly flicked it over. Then I got my trusty glue gun. I know, it's difficult, isn't it?
It's threaded. Or it was.
I'm going to use that anyway.
Oh.
I'm going to glue onto this.
Oh, okay. You're going to give yourself a little handle.
Yeah. I'm going to give myself a little knob. So I just put a load of glue around the edge. So this is upside down. This is the bottom of my box. I put a blob of glue inside, turned it upside down, and stuck it on like that.
That's cool.
That is the foot. Little feet. Ooh. Ooh, it's all gone wrong. Ta-da.
Love that.
So it's all very lightweight. Look at that, Jess. Cool. 10 to 9.
Yeah.
We're blooming good, aren't we?
Pretty good. We should be by now. We've been doing this for ages now, haven't we?
Since October.
Was it October or September?
October.
Is it October?
Mm.
That's ages, isn't it? Are you fed up with us yet? No.
Yay!
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it, Alison? I think that was nice. Those two projects. I like seeing how we went about them and the materials we chose, and what we chose to do with it. I really loved it.
We've got another one similar to that, but we're only doing it in a 1 week, aren't we? Which is the Dream Catchers.
Oh, yes.
So we've got one coming up in a few weeks, I think it is.
Yes.
Where we're going to do Dream Catchers, and because the majority of the time the basis of a Dream Catcher is fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
But we're going to do our own designs again. So, yeah.
So I'm going to do a little one that you could use like as a brooch or a handbag charm, and you're doing a bigger one.
A wall one, yeah.
So that's really exciting.
So we're going to use different materials and things like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, could you pass that over to me, please, Jem?
Yes.
Next week.
Next week? Really?
Yeah. Next week. So next week we were going to do bath bombs, but
paint pouring.
We're going to try out Aldi's paint pouring kit. All right, you can still get it online. I did double check because Jenny had a look last week, and
you put the link up, didn't you?
I put the link up, and it's £6.99. If you can afford it, give it a go. I haven't yet tried it. It's still fresh in the box, so the first time I try it, or we try it, is going to be with you guys. All right, so danger. So I think the reason for doing it is because I will be running some paint pouring workshops soon with kits, and so I want to have a go and see what is out mainstream compared to what I will achieve.
Look at that.
Spitgirt lash.
So Sue has achieved this with her special blend and mix and techniques. So I'm definitely going to be on that workshop.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. So yes, so I thought let's give Aldi a go. I did try to get hold of a kit from the Works because they had some as well. I think theirs were about £9, but they've all sold out, so I missed out on that. So if you do have one of those, give it a go at the same time. If you see anywhere else that's got paint kits, let me know, and I will go and have a look and see, and we'll just try them out. It gives me an idea as to the quality, but it gives you an idea as to some of the techniques.
What you can achieve.
Yeah,
what you can expect to achieve. As I think sometimes I'm going to be honest. I'm not expecting much. I mean, they always Lidl always come at trumps, and I'm not disrespecting Lidl. I'm just the craft kit in general. Yeah, it's because these techniques take years to perfect and hone your skills, and a very fine balance of paints and things like that. And I always think I've done it before where I've gone and got a kit because it's a nice affordable way of having a test of that craft or that technique. And I've done it before and I've had a go at it and then just thought I'm rubbish at this. And it's not actually...
It's not you.
Might not actually be me. It might be the material. So I'd be interested to see how you do it because we know you're brilliant at paint pouring.
Well,
so
I'm getting there.
So if I'm rubbish at it, I can say, well, it's,
it's not Sue's teaching. But there is a book in here. You can tell I've not even opened it to look at the book yet. So that's my plan, is to go through, have a look, see what's in there. I can see already it's a canvas board and not a stretched canvas frame. So I know that has an impact.
Well, we shall see. So is there anything else that might be useful to have on hand to do this? Like, if people are going to actually do it along with us, what will they need? So
if you're going to do it along, if you've got this kit, what I would make sure is you've got an area that you can have the paint drip onto. So you need to have, I used a large baking tray. Yeah. For this one in particular, I used a large baking tray, lined it with cling film, so that then I can wrap it up, get it out quite quickly without making a mess everywhere. Wear some gloves if you've got gloves. I don't mean your woolly ones. you know, because that would be a little bit awkward. And I wear a plastic apron as well because I'm mucky. So yeah, so there's, if you're making up your own kits, I'm not going to be teaching you how to mix because that's what I do in my workshops. So you'll need your paints to be runny, like I guess a single cream. However you want to make that up is entirely up to you. Other than that, like I say, I'm just literally going to work from what's in the box. In fact, I'm going to go and get you one as well, Gemma.
Well, I was thinking I'm going to try and get one. I'll get like the other colour or something.
Yeah. I should have picked up two whilst I was there. I did think about it and then wanted to get out.
Sorry, Sue, I missed that S solicitor. I think, is it the link you missed, Emma? Katie, says that was fantastic. Thank you, Katie.
No, she's talking about the sexy solicitor.
Oh. Sue, I missed that.
Was a sexy solicitor on the phone to you or something, Emma? Hey, was he distracting you?
So Mandy says, I love dream catchers. I've crocheted a few. They look fab. Yeah, I love the crochet. We're not going to do them that clever. I don't think. Are you? No.
Oh, heck no. I think it's well known that I can't crochet.
Yeah, Alison picked her kit up to do it today. Had two in the shop. Oh, that's good.
Oh, wow.
Jane says she'd like to try that. I've got one, Sue. Right,
yes,
today.
I know
Good.
you've got yours, Jenny. You were the first to order yours online, I think.
Emma says the sexy solicitor was texting you. All right.
All right, show off.
Absolutely gorgeous, Sue, says Mandy. Your mum is giving you lots of loves for your work.
Thank you.
A wire work lesson.
Yeah, that's going to be going. In fact, I've got the Dabble book ready, Gemma, so that we can sit down and work out
our next ones.
Next ones.
Love to see how to crochet one. Did you have a pattern? Yeah, so that
was in response to Mandy, wasn't it?
Mandy, yeah. Crochet patterns are like gobbledygook, but I do plan on doing a crochet dabble.
Yeah,
because
that'd be good.
You know, I can do a few basics and then I think you can adapt from there.
It's like brain science to me.
Jane, the kids go back on Monday, so you'll be free again. Woo! Just adapted a mandala design I found on YouTube. A crochet mandala design. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can make it any pattern. £7. It's worth a try. It is worth a try at £7. Yeah.
Sam's replying to herself there.
I was like your mask. You don't sleep well with it. That was going back to the apnea, wasn't it? Yeah. Mandy says absolutely you can. Where are we?
I think everybody's talking to each other there.
Do you waste the paint or can you use it again?
Entirely up to you. What you have to... Well, I'll tell you about it next week.
Sarah, yes, we're still here. You left us and came back. Yes, he was. I've seen someone cut off the bottom of a plastic bottle and use it to pour paint over. Looked good.
It does look very good.
So many techniques.
Tried it. Really difficult to achieve that look.
Yeah. Karen says, what drips off? The paint drips off the sides of the canvas, doesn't it? Yeah. So you have to make sure you can catch it. Sarah's talking to Sam. Jem, I bought the crochet thing from Jem because of you.
So it's all your fault.
The crochet thing. What's a crochet thing? I don't even know what that is. Is it a hook? Crochet hook. The colours are so beautiful. Yeah, they are. Had a SW meeting on Zoom. Oh, Swimming World meeting. Oh, how's it going, Sarah? How you doing on that? Looking forward to next week, lovely as love acrylic pouring. Good. So we're looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to Monday's pour because I've never done it and I've watched you have some amazing results.
I've had some very poor ones. I will show you my poor ones as well. Or the ones that I'm not pleased with and the ones that I was learning. Yeah. I've kept those original ones and because I can now see the difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. That the cells you've got. Oh,
yeah.
Amazing.
It's lovely.
Amazing. They are
really
gorgeous.
Like that. Really very pleased.
Okay, so we are going to get busy now planning some more sessions so that we can put them in so you all know what we're doing for the next few months.
Yeah.
And we still need a challenge, so please come in and challenge us. Go into the event for the 12th of April and put your suggestions for what you want to challenge us with. There's a good suggestion last week, which I really liked, which was do something with empty reels. So empty reels of wire, empty reels of cotton, just empty reels of stuff. I think that would be really cool. We lost 4 pounds this week. Oh, well done.
Congratulations.
But gained so much. Well, that's fair enough, isn't it, Sarah? You know, getting straight back on it now is brilliant. We can't go because you've just got back. Oh, you have to watch us on replay, Sarah.
Replay, hashtag.
Thank you so much. Stay safe, everyone. That's from Katie. Thanks, Katie. And also, I'm doing all the
You're doing all that, and I'll do the link.
Things. So also, if you've enjoyed tonight's session and you want to say thank you by buying us a coffee, then please feel free to do that. We would appreciate it greatly. Coffees start at £2 each, and you can buy us 1, you can buy us 10. It's really up to you. So if you liked what you've seen tonight and you've enjoyed it and you think you're going to use it and you want to say cheers, then we would appreciate raise a glass to you as we drink our coffee. So Sue's putting a link in now.
She's trying her bestest.
She's trying to put a link in now, so if you want to. And thank you to everybody that bought us a coffee last week. I know, Sue, you've been putting posts up for
try when I can to make sure I get in. What am I trying to say? As soon as we receive notification of the kind donations, I do try to get in as soon as possible and say thank you. And also I put a bit of a shout out as well to you.
Bit of a shout out.
Yeah,
so we really appreciate it, and it is keeping us, believe it or not, we are investing in tech so that we can do a better job.
If you saw what's around here, then you'd know.
And we actually haven't invested in anything apart from our arms yet, have we? Because we're still testing. We're actually doing our tests with our own money on our own equipment.
Yeah.
I say our own money, instead of your money that you're supporting.
Your donations.
Yeah. So and then eventually we'll get completely organised. I don't have much money, but these sessions really help me.
Thank you, Emma.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Emma.
you.
We do really appreciate it.
So what time are you on Friday, Jen?
I don't know.
You on the early show?
I don't know, actually.
I can Google it.
I'm on the afternoon.
What time's that start?
I've got a lot to learn before then. I've actually got to learn to do what I'm going to do for the show.
Oh, you have, haven't you?
Yeah,
so I do know what you're doing there.
I'm doing micro macrame on Friday, so if you want to see my attempts.
That'd be on your JM...
It'd be on my...
Gemma Crow Jewellery Maker?
JM Guest Designer Gemma Crow. You can find links to the shows and things on there. Yeah. So, I'm not going to promote it too much just in case I do a really bad job.
But we're all going to be there asking Gemma, has she got enough oxygen to her brain? Is she hungry? Is she tired?
That's lots of questions. Yeah, ask me lots of questions. Yes, I am going to try and pick Nadja's brains. Although Nadja's very busy at the moment, doing lots of challenges and making lots of amazing pieces. So, yeah, I'll have to try and get in when she's finally having a break. Yeah, hopefully I'll be okay. Who knows?
Oh, we know you'll be fine.
It looks really difficult, and I've like I said, I'm not one that goes for yarn crafts.
No.
Because I hadn't kumihimoed before the session with you.
No.
How I've managed to escape kumihimo for 10 years
I
on
didn't
Jewellery
know
Maker.
You actually haven't done that.
No idea how I've managed
to
avoid doing it for that long. But obviously I've now not got away with. I love macrame, just normal macrame, but micro macrame just looks like,
It's going to be interesting.
Let's see.
How's the whales?
Oh, the whales are fine. The whales are fine.
You had a chat with them today?
No, but they did make me do it in the break at work. They did. They were all very because they don't know the Gemma you see. A lot of them. They don't know the Friday night Gemma. They just know the professional on-air Gemma. Apart from the odd Christmas party where it all hangs out.
Oh, wow. Oh,
but
wow.
You have a drink in it, Yeah. I'm that one. But that's did you know Gemma did that? No, I didn't. and that one at the Christmas parties, you know.
I think that means Kumahimo kit.
What's that?
Emma bought the kimono kit, but I think she means Kumahimo.
Kumahimo kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's because you did Kumahimo and I've never done it, and that's the first time I've done it. But yeah, I did really enjoy it, and it was quicker than I thought. So I'm really hoping that my crumb is the same. I'm so wrong. Anyway. Right, okay.
All right, let's go.
Let's go get busy.
Let's say goodbye.
Right, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a lovely week, and look forward to seeing you for paintballing.
Thanks.
Bye.
Oh, I was trying to use the mouse.
Oh, no, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.